Hi friends, my name is Claudia. I have been a certified cat lady ever since I adopted Pluma a year and a half ago. Because of that, I've actually spent a lot of time and money on Amazon. So I thought I would share with you today my top picks and favorite items I've found. So you don't have to do that, and hopefully it'll also help you and your cat live your best lives. Stick around until the end when I'll be sharing my top 3 items and how you can enter a giveaway to win some of them. So first on the list is an item that I could rave on about for days that I love so much and I would recommend to any cat parent, and that is the litter genie. The litter genie is this little box that has a compartment where you put the litter into, and then you just shut that off and it traps the smells inside. And I usually go around 2 weeks without having to change a bag. It makes scooping the litter at the end of the day so much quicker, so much more convenient. I absolutely love it. For this item, there are 2 models as far as I'm aware. So there's the old model and this newer one. I personally have this newer model just because I think it's more aesthetic, but I've heard that there are excellent dupes for the refill bags of the old model, which brings down the cost considerably, but highly recommend this item. My next one, I have kind of a basic item, but that has made everything so much more convenient, and that's this litter scoop right here. It's large. I can scoop up a lot of litter at one time. I also really appreciate how I have separate scoops, one for the clean litter and one for scooping the litter that Pluma used already, so that there's no cross-contamination. Before I got Pluma, I was really worried about the litter and the smell and all of those things. So I was looking for products that would help me make sure that the house was staying as clean as it possibly could. And I found that this mat helped me a ton with keeping the litter contained to the litter box area. And Pluma tends to dig around in her box. This works really well to make sure that the litter she throws out of the box doesn't go everywhere around the house. So this one specifically has ridges on it that help take the litter off Pluma's paw when she steps on it. It helps the paw kind of open up for the litter to fall out of. And ever since I use this product, I've noticed a huge difference with the amount of litter that's tracked around the house. I would always recommend this one. This next item has kind of a story. So a while back, we were running into this issue with Pluma where she was throwing up fur balls every once in a while. It turns out that her old grooming brush, the bristles were too wide apart, and so it really wasn't picking up any fur. So we switched to this one, which has more compact bristles, and I've noticed that it really does pick up all the loose fur. She's had no problems with fur balls anymore, and so I'm really happy that we were able to resolve that issue for her. I know food is a super important topic, and I'm sure your cat agrees with me, right? I always try to find the healthiest options that I can in the market for the treats. And this one I particularly love because it is 99% animal content. The protein content is quite high at 45%. Pluma loves these. She eats every single one. As soon as I put it down, she's like eating it up. She eats it up. She's like, my mommy's embarrassing me online. Anyways, I gotta get through this for my daughter. This next treat is one that Pluma absolutely goes insane for. She loses all bearings on life and starts obsessing over this, and I need to feed it to her right away because she loses control and she goes feral for it. But it's the Tiki Cat Mousse treats, the liquid treats. This one I particularly like because, as far as I could tell from the ones out there, it's one of the healthiest options. With liquid treats, they tend to be high in fat, which is probably why the cats really like it, so a little bit less healthy. I like the fat content compared to the other ones. I use these as high value treats. Whenever I brush her teeth or I cut her nails, I make sure to have one on hand that I can give to her right away so that she can start associating these experiences she doesn't like as much with one that she absolutely goes crazy for. Listen, sure, you can open your cans the normal way, but this way is so much cuter and better and faster. With these little spoons and this pack that I'm showing you, there's this little spoon and a lid that I use every single day. You just pop it on the can, super easy. Open it, then you have this side right here where you just hook it and open the can. Easy breezy. We feed Pluma half a can in the morning and half a can at night. In the morning, I just pop the plastic lid over this can and put it in the fridge, and it just speeds up the feeding time so much more. Now on the topic of toys, there's quite a few I recommend. First one is this circuit toy right there. Pluma loves it. She usually plays with this at night. It has like a ring inside that makes a lot of noise, but she loves chasing the ball around, and she's really good with completing challenges. She went far and beyond with this one because she could actually get the ball out with her paw. So I always find this ball like around the house, but it's one of her favorites. The next toy it's this box right here, and it's the Mega Treat Puzzle Cat Box. It is entirely made of cardboard. It was super easy to assemble, and I really love that it's sustainable. What I do is like I put a few treats every day in there, and Pluma will start hunting for these immediately, which motivates her to use her hunting instinct because she is an indoor cat, so she doesn't get to use it so much. There's also this bigger version they've come out with recently. I'm hoping it will make things a little bit more challenging for her, so I'll keep you updated on how I like that one when I get it. Last one for the toys is this windowsill porch. It took some time for her to come around to this toy. She's just a scaredy cat. It takes forever for her to try out new toys. After a couple months, she got on it for the first time, and ever since, she loves to just observe us from there. Cats tend to enjoy observing us and other things from higher above so that they have a good peripheral of what's going on. I would definitely recommend getting this one if you don't have it. There's a lot of versions on Amazon, but I really like this one. It's very sturdy, and Pluma's had no issues with it. She uses it all the time. So I'm sure a lot of pet parents can relate to this, but ever since I got Pluma, my clothes look like they have fur growing out of them as well. We got this lint roller. I wanted to clean my clothes a little bit to help them look more put together, more polished. I can attest that this brand at least is very sticky, picks up all the fur, and it comes in a pack of 7, so it's pretty affordable. The next one has a funny name, but it's the Chom Chom Pet Hair Remover. I use this to clean the fur off of my furniture, sofas, but mainly the cat tree. There's quite a lot of buildup of fur that happens every once in a while, and this one gets the fur super quick, not much to it. It's pretty fun to use too. Quick story time. There was actually a time that Pluma was peeing on the bed quite frequently. We never really found the reason why, whether it was a stressor, separation anxiety, maybe she didn't like her litter box. We took her to the vet, everything was fine, but it got to the point where it was happening almost daily, and every afternoon we would have to wash our bed sheets before nighttime. And of course that was not sustainable. I looked for some solutions online, and what we ended up going with was this bed cover that is waterproof. It's mainly marketed for elderly incontinence, but it worked really well for us. We would just lay this bed cover on our bed when we were not in the room. That way, if Pluma did pee on the bed, we could just take this off, let it sit with some pet odor eliminator to make sure that she wouldn't feel the need to mark that spot again later, throw it in the wash, and then we were good to go. Eventually, she ended up starting to use her litter box again. This bed cover, we always keep it around whenever we're traveling to a new space or we think there might be a stressor in the house or like people around, anything like that. We just put on the bed cover just in case she wants to use the bed. It's not a catastrophe. For the traveling section, I have a few items that I recommend. First one is these diapers. This was another issue I was running into every time that I would put Pluma in her carrier. She was absolutely terrified, which is fair. She doesn't know where she's going. She's kind of new to life and, you know, like everything is a danger. But she would pee in the carrier. It was just a real big hassle to be cleaning the entire carrier every time this would happen. I found these diapers, and it turns out that by putting on the diaper, it kind of acted like a deterrent altogether. So she wouldn't even pee at all when the diaper was on. And if she did pee, I would just switch the diaper out and I wouldn't have to clean the carrier all over again. The next one as well was to fix this issue. So I got these training pads, and I would just cover the floor of the carrier with these so that in the case that she did pee or some pee escaped the diaper or anything, I could just switch that out as well and not have to clean the whole carrier, which is such a hassle, y'all. This is the litter box that we use for traveling. This is a portable litter box that scrunches to about this size. I just throw it in my backpack. We have used this for airplanes, hotels. The only thing to keep in mind is the litter. For airplanes, I put some litter in a Ziploc bag and I use it like that. And then when we get to our destination, I just buy litter there. We also have these portable cups, and this one's pretty straightforward. I just use these for water, food. They're collapsible. They have this little key ring you can attach to anything. Very self-explanatory. And now we have our bonus section. Pluma has told me she could not do without this, and it's an expensive couch. To be fair, this is on us. I didn't really figure out a solution fast enough, and at this point, this couch is irredeemable. Essentially, we have foregone all rights to this couch. This is now Pluma's thing. She expresses herself that way. She is the decorator. She's the mastermind behind this abstract art. And you know, every relationship has its sacrifices. We give some, we take some. For me, it was this couch. This is one thing that I haven't been able to find a solution to. And mind you, we have scratchers, we have all sorts of different toys as you've seen, but she just loves this couch. Please leave a comment down below if you found a solution for this problem in your house and with your cat. I would really appreciate it because hopefully that's gonna save my next couch whenever we end up getting it. Last but not least is the air purifier. Now, I'm allergic to cats, and also I know litter boxes can be smelly, so I also was looking into options that would help reduce the smell around the house. And I ran into air purifiers as a solution. I did some research, I found the one that was right for me based on the size of our apartment, and I landed on this one. I have absolutely no complaints. You just have to change the filter every 6 months to a year. It really does make a huge difference in the air quality, not only for the dust, the allergies, but also the smell. So I would definitely recommend. This is a little bit steep. They tend to not be cheap, but it's a long-term investment that I hope to keep for the rest of my life. So I kind of justified it that way. It's the moment you've all been waiting for, the highly anticipated ranking of my top 3 favorite item lists of 2024. In third place, we have the Puzzle Treat box. I love it because it's sustainable. It encourages Pluma hunting instincts that she would have outdoors. All around great purchase. In second place, we have the air purifier, and I simply don't want to smell life without it. In the first place of my coveted list is the Litter Genie. This makes my life so much easier. It is literally my favorite cat item that I recommend to every cat parent ever. And this might be something you relate to, but scooping litter is definitely not my favorite thing. This makes it way easier. I was considering getting an automatic litter box, but those are so expensive. They take up so much space. And honestly, the Litter Genie helps me out so much that I don't even feel the need for them. So those were my favorite cat items on Amazon. I'm currently running a giveaway that I announced in my last video, where I'll be giving away some essential items for new cat owners. It is super easy to enter. You just have to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And then I'm gonna pick a winner on January 5th, 2025, and let you know through your comments. If you like this video, please subscribe, and also check out my last video where I went over the cat essential items that I think every cat owner should have in their arsenal. And I'll see you next week where I attempt to bake the hardest dessert ever. Now, Lord knows I'm no baker, so please check in on me, and I'll see you then.